I've been working on campaigns for 4 years now. I started in 2020. I went from being like a cold caller, just saying, hey, my name is Gweb Archu, how are you doing? Vote for this person. There's a point election coming up. To being like a campaign staffer working at political fundraising firms and stuff like that. My experience has been well. I think I've been learning so much and just taking in day by day, getting the experience and stuff like that. It's to the point where for me, like, I can have my own firm and run different sectors of it, canvassing, fundraising, and even hosting political events. I personally think that I'm doing good. At times, it's like do I still want to do this? But at the end of the day, for me, I feel like everybody's story is being written, and if it was easy, everybody would be doing it. Two issues that really important to me are immigration and definitely police brutality. I'm an immigrant, of course, so I definitely think that in terms of how people are trying to naturalize, become citizens, that for me, is something I care about because I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, how I learned to be an American, it wasn't from an American, it was from my dad. This was a guy I'm talking about who, told me about John F. Kennedy, FDR, Jimmy Carter. I mean, my dad, I remember he would tell me, from when he was young, he always dreamt about coming to America. And, I'll never forget it. He told me one time, he was in tears when he told me this. He said, this country means a lot to him. This is his home. And mind you, he's from Liberia. He has family there, a brother, a mom, a sister. But he came to this new land, this new country, and made it his home. And, John F. Kennedy, who's one of my favorite presidents and his favorite presidents, I remember, he has a quote. He said this in an inauguration speech. He said, don't ask what your country can do for you, but ask what you can do for your country. So that's why I work in politics, because I ask myself, what can I do for my country? How can I make an impact in my community? And, working on campaigns and work with somebody I believe in is how I do my due diligence and service to this country. I definitely would like to someday, if God has it in the plan, I would definitely like to someday probably possibly run for office. If not, be a political consultant, have my own firm. But at the same time, I personally believe that you don't have to be a politician to make a difference. So I would definitely like someday would like to, talk to police officers and talk about how they could do a better job of doing policing their communities. I personally believe they should do more research. They should talk to the people of that community. And another experience that I've noticed, especially working in politics, is that there's a lot of people in the community that are concerned. Not everybody is that stereotypical community member that you think about that does not want to talk to law enforcement or they don't want to talk to political officials. No, there's some people in the community that definitely want to talk to other people who represent them, and also police. And I think we all need to do a good job of just coming together as one and finding a common ground. And so I believe for me that is something that can help. Like I said, to reiterate this again, like, you do not have to be an elected official to make a change in your community. It starts with you first and foremost. Now, if you make the changes and you are, motivated by it, then hey, go run for office, by all means. But definitely, I would definitely like to one of these days, sit down with officials, also community members and police, and just talk to them about how we can come to common ground and how we can make our community a better place. I would definitely say three people, really. My dad, Cristiano Ronaldo, and Malcolm X. I'm just going to say, like, my dad, really, because he's a hardworking guy. When it came to my dreams of trying to work in politics, he's the only guy to support me. And I'm talking about, I've lost a lot of elections, but he's always telling me he's proud of me and to keep going. And he's saying that he always telling me, he's giving me the blueprint, he's giving me the blueprint, and he's just telling me, keep going, just because, one door shuts, another one's going to open. And, I really like that. My dad's like my hero for me. And every day I work a campaign, I do it for him. And, every day I wake up, he's always telling me thank you. He's always telling me, like, keep up the good work. And to me, that's motivational. And to me, that serves a purpose. So I really thank you for that. Ronaldo, because he works so hard. I mean, I'm a huge soccer fan, and I've never seen an athlete. I love sports, period. But I've never seen a more hardworking athlete than Cristiano Ronaldo. I mean, he has Jordan beat. I mean, the stuff he does to prepare himself, and I even do it. You know, like for example, let's just say I'm having something, or I'm supposed to be preparing something for somebody in politics. You know, I prepare myself, write notes, you know, review the notes, so the next day I go in, I'm prepared, I'm ready to go. And that's kind of like Ronaldo. Like Ronaldo, you know, he does a lot of things such as, you know, eats right before a game, you know, make sure he sleeps, making sure that he's taking like the sun, the vitamin D, so his body can be prepared and stuff like that. And Malcolm X, because you know, he made a difference in the community. That's something I want to do. You know, I love the fact that, you know, he advocated for black rights, and you know, even though it was tough, and you know, I understand that advocating for, you know, black rights may be tough and stuff like that, he still did it, and he did it with such a huge passion. And I'm really glad that I look up to him. I think he's a good hero, and I think he's a good model. I think for me, you know, I wish a lot of people would learn about Malcolm X, because, you know, I'm 26, and at this age, he was arrested. You know, he was doing a lot of bad stuff, but he turned his life around. And you know, it's not too late. You know, it's never too late to do good. And I think that's one of my favorite things about Malcolm X. He inspires me to be a community organizer. I want to be a congressman, and then from a congressman to a senator, and then hopefully, man. I mean, I've been thinking to myself, I could be president. I've been saying it to myself. The reason why, I mean, a lot of people, man, I mean, they've been coming like, man, you could be a public official someday, you know, this and that. But honestly, the real reason why I want to run is because I actually want to make a difference. You know, one of my favorite things that my parents taught me, even the school I went to, was to not be that stereotype. You know, not be that stereotype. I don't want to be that stereotypical politician. You know, I actually want to do good for my community. I want to inspire young African American males, you know, that think that they cannot amount to anything in this world. You know, you're a little black boy with big dreams. You know, have those big aspirations and dreams, because, you know, those are your dreams. That's what you want to amount to be. And, you know, it takes time. You know, Rome wasn't built in a day, but who knows? I mean, the only reason why I fear running is because, you know, I think that the thing about politics that people understand is really dirty, and that goes against every code that I believe in. You know, you shouldn't throw dirt on somebody's name to make yourself look perfect. You know, we're all human beings. We're all imperfect. We all have skeletons in the closet. I mean, I'm pretty sure, you know, you got skeletons in the closet, but I don't see you as that person. I see you as, you know, someone that's just trying to do good in the world like me. So, I mean, hopefully someday, you know, I'm still thinking about it. Honestly, I would like to play professional soccer and make a little money, and open up my own firm. But the sky's the limit, man. The sky's the limit. And hopefully, you know, God answer my prayers. Definitely the two-party system. I think like there needs to be like another system. I mean, not another system, but another party, and you know, that other person needs to run, and you know, from there, you know, we'll see. You know, I do understand that, you know, there's a lot of people in the current political state we're in that do not align with either party, and I understand that. So I think there needs to be like one of my favorite things that I've learned in Catholic school was that, you know, between left and right, in the middle lies virtue. So between, you know, the two parties, you know, we need to rely on the middle, because the middle person may be the virtuous person. You know, you never know. So that's one thing I'll change. Honestly, just the two-party system.